Hello YouTube family and welcome back to my channel for another unboxing review and test. EnGenius Cloud Managed Wi-Fi 7 Tri-Band Indoor Wireless Access Point, the model ECW520. So let's open the box to find out more about this product and how we can use it. There it is, on a white color. At the back we have these two screw holes. You can use these screws or these brackets. Press and it locks. It depends where you will install this access point. I like that. All metal construction. It is quite heavy. It weighs 600 grams. We have one reset button here, power connector, you can use 12 volt 2 amps, the LAN port, enjoy faster through output and flexible installation up to 100 meters away with a 2.5G PoE plus port. And here at the front we have one multicolor LED. Its sleek, modern ceiling mounted design blends seamlessly into any environment. With a Wi-Fi 7 that provides stunning gigabit speed performance for all small to medium business, it is a tri-band access point on a 2.4 GHz, 5 GHz and 6 GHz. It is best suited for professional offices, retail stores, hotels and resorts, multi-dwelling units, assisted living facilities, urgent care facilities and more. And it provides max Wi-Fi coverage for up to 1,250 square feet and supports over 500 plus connected devices. And it comes with this PoE adapter. The power cord. I am in Europe, okay. With an input 100 to 240 volts, output 54 volts, 0.6 amps. Connection for the PoE and the LAN, and the power cord. Manage all your access points easily with the EnGenius Cloud and a user-friendly mobile app from anywhere. Set up and manage your network quickly with simple device registration and remote monitoring. Cloud to go up, register device, scan the QR code, register, you can rename the device, assign to network site now. Some informations, already done that, and finish. That was so easy. So here is my new network, net test. Everything is okay. Now I need to go at the Wi-Fi and create a new network. And then all my devices from my home, they will be connected at this access point. Already we have one network. So let's create another one or clone from. I can clone this network. Create new. I can hide my Wi-Fi, create guest network, bandwidth limit, I can adjust, advanced and basic. Click through landing page. And create. There is my first network. And now I would like to change the radio, only 2.4, apply, save, and then I will create another two networks for the 5 and 6 GHz. I would like to have separately my networks, different names, or you can just have one name, it is your choice. Now at the 2.4 it is a wireless type or SmartCast, apply, wireless, apply. You can hide the SSID, security type, open, OWE or password. Client IP addressing, you can choose whatever you want. L2, enable disable, advanced settings, multi-link, enable disable, 11R, 11W, VLAN ID, off, you can choose, dynamic client, only on pro mode, and you can enable some of these settings or delete the network. Save, bandwidth limit, you can access in here, captive portal, enable disable, and you can choose disable, redirect URL, splash page, and again save, external or local, Wi-Fi schedule, you can adjust, access control, firewall, application control, SSID, and that is all the settings for the Wi-Fi 2.4 GHz. Let's go back and create another one. Same settings and create. And now again, I would like to choose only the 5 GHz. And again, we have the same settings to adjust. So let's create another one. Create. And now I need only the 6 GHz. Save. And there it is. Maximum you can create 8 SSIDs. And of course, if you want, you can use a second access point to extend your network. It depends in which area you will install your access point. You know what is your needs, so you will figure out how many access points you want. And now I don't need this network, so I can delete this network. And I have changed the security type, mix it, because I had some problems with the SAE with some of my devices. They didn't connect. Dashboard, issues detected. Let's see. The 2.4G client ratio is relatively high. Okay, I will deal that later. We can see the switch, AP, clients, 37 clients, wireless, power status, access points. You can choose one of these Wi-Fi SSIDs, top 10 clients, top 10 applications, top 10 access points, only one, top 10 SSID, top 10 device OSS, and again the clients. Settings, radio settings. For the indoor mesh, you can turn on the 2.4, 5 or 6G. DCS, you can switch on or off, then adjust the mode and interval time. For the 2.4 you can switch it off, on. Channel width, you can choose 20 or 40, 20, zoom. Target TX power from 1 auto to 28. Minimum bit rate from 1 to 24. Client, you can adjust how many clients, and you can enable disable the discard ABG, 11AX, 11B, client balancing and fast handover. And for the 5G, channel width 20, 40, 80, 160, 240. Target TX power the same, minimum bit rate the same as the 2.4, the clients more or less the same settings. We have the zero weight DFS here, disable enable. For the radio 6G, disable enable again, channel width 20, 40, 80, 160 and 320. PSC channel disable enable, you can zoom, adjust. And here we have the disable 11B, client balancing and fast handover. And for the outdoor, more or less the same. And here we have disable RTS/CTS, something that we don't have at the indoor. And the same at the 5G, we have the RTS/CTS, not at the indoor. Same for the 2.4G. Okay. VLAN settings. You can add new. Access control. Allow it, block it, VIP list. New. For each of these networks. Networks general. Firmware upgrade. One device already up to date. Alert settings. General settings. LED light for the LAN port settings. Uplink port setting. syslog server. Message for block it client. Block random MAC connection. Devices, getaway, switch, AP. And here we have some informations. Wi-Fi SSID list for the 2.4. Override network wide settings, you can do that. The same and for the other two networks. Radio, override network wide settings, you can do and that. 5G, 6G. Mesh, exclude this AP from the mesh network. DHCP or static. Tools for the clients, log, diagnostic tools, radio statistics, replace and reboot. LED light on, override network wide settings, LED blink you can start, view LED behavior, and that is the settings for this AP. Clients, and here you can see all the connected clients. You can choose one of these. We can see some informations, the network, the signal strength, access control, network wide access control, disable enable, allow block VIP, and you can set up access on Wi-Fi SSID. Application analysis, and you can kick. And again all the clients. Wi-Fi again, and the logs. Now let's run an internet speed test with these three Wi-Fi networks. I have been using this access point for about a week and I can say that it is working very smoothly without any of my devices disconnecting. More or less I have about 40 devices connected to it at all times. Of course, to extend your Wi-Fi coverage and achieve better results, you can purchase more than one access point. It always depends on the area you want to cover. Honestly, for its incredible Wi-Fi 7 speeds, the flexibility of cloud management and its professional grade security features, the access point is a powerhouse. It's a serious contender for any business or high-demand home network looking to eliminate bottlenecks and handle a massive number of devices. It's a real glimpse into the future of wireless connectivity and a solid investment. If you found this video helpful or simply appreciate seeing cutting-edge networking gear, please give it a big thumbs up, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming tech reviews, networking guides and gadget deep dives. You can also find links to the EnGenius access point in the description box below. Plus, don't forget to check out some of our other network and tech reviews right here. Thanks so much for tuning in, everyone. Stay connected, stay fast, and I'll catch you in the next one.